Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Super Sign Sunday. We are right on schedule. But regardless of what any week looks like, it's important to remind yourself that you are always right on time. You're exactly where you are supposed to be in your journey, regardless of what it looks like, and therefore, regardless of what your ego is telling you it should look like. It's time to go easier on yourself. Okay? Trust that you are exactly where you are supposed to be in this journey. And so with that, my name is Rochelle Richard, for those who may be new to my channel. We here at Empowerment Experiences are looking for and finding our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey. And that is what a twin flame journey is. It is all about you coming back home to you by looking for and finding your power through learning to love that which is yourself. So come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need to reclaim our goddess power on this divine journey indeed. And so with that, I am ready to dive right in for this Super Sign Sunday. And let's see what we have. Oof! Barely flipped and ta-da! Oh, very much feeling this one right now. Again, Goddess, it can feel as though, and I'm feeling this definitely this morning, feeling the obligatory bullshit, right? That even though you're tired, you're drained, you feel that obligation that you need to be doing things, that you're not doing enough. You haven't gotten things done. You have this big checklist and to-dos and do. You know, if you're used to my channel, you know how I like to be like, that's do-do. All the do, that's what it is. It's do. It's about leaning back into your power. And I say leaning back, sit back and just be right where you are. It's okay. And it's necessary to take time away from the outside world. And there we have another one jumping up for us. Right now, I feel as though you have this anger that you have been holding on to. You're afraid to let it go. You're afraid to let go of the story that is supporting this anger, because you see, anger is your protector. So I understand how you can be hesitant to let go of this anger, because it has been protecting you from something that you perceive to be a danger. But again, when you lean back into you, into your energy, and you actually settle into your power of you, you recognize that yes, this anger has been your friend, and that also it is no longer necessary to continue to carry it and let it be the thing that's keeping you from what you desire. Because anger very much becomes the resistance that keeps us from making the steps necessary for us getting back to ourselves. And so this, while it, yes, is a gift, it can also be a burden. So it's very important that you, again, take this time for this Super Sign Sunday and reflect on what is the gift in this anger. That's your first journal prompt for this Super Sign Sunday, is what is the gift, or what are the gifts that have been given me and are being given me because of this anger. And then part 2 of that is, what are the gifts and blessings that this anger is keeping me from? What things am I holding myself back from because I am afraid of being hurt again, as with so many times before, right? But you see, what has happened has already happened. And there is nothing except you and your stories that is going to keep you from something new happening, from a new experience, liberating you from those old stories. But you have to allow for that to come into your world. You have to allow for this resistance to fall away. And again, anger is both a gift and a burden when it's allowed to be. So it's again very important that you take this sanctuary time, this time away from any and all outside influences. And you really, really look inside yourself and you face that Goliath. Because I promise you, Goddess, the only thing you do have to fear is fear itself. And by that I mean that which we call fear is simply false evidence appearing real. Stories and manipulations that the mind has created to keep you away from experiencing new and exciting things just because of what has happened. The only way to experience new things is to let new things come in. But when we live in this space of protecting ourselves with anger, then we actually keep these new things from flowing in. We've been talking a lot lately about forgiveness, right? Gratitude and forgiveness. Because forgiveness is for giving you the freedom to move on with your life. Trust me when I tell you, sister, as someone who has a very toxic mother, forgiveness doesn't mean that I'm required to let her back into my life to continue her behavior that she does not desire to change. But rather, it is about saying you no longer have the power over me to keep me apart from what I desire. You no longer get to have my power to keep me from my dreams. Right? And so this is why we look at this anger and we give it the voice by way of allowing the clarity to come through, allowing the understanding to rise to the surface from deep within you. Because when you allow your anger to actually have a voice, and by that again I mean that you use your words, that it's not just the feeling of it, but it's the words behind those feelings that you've wanted to speak for so long. Within those words, you will find the gifts, you will find the clarity, you will find the understanding that you have been needing, that will dissipate the anger that has been keeping you from what you desire. So, and then that anger gets rechanneled into excitement. You see, fear and excitement create the same physiological response in the body. And when you become practiced at communicating with your emotions and communicating your emotions through words of clarity and understanding, especially for yourself, then you are then able to have that greater control over you rather than your anger being what's controlling you and again keeping you from what you desire. So journal prompt number, well, it would be 3 or number 2 if you count this as 1A and 1B. So what excites you? It's a real simple question, Goddess. What excites you? And it doesn't have to be something big. I know how sometimes, I know how so often the mind, right, can create mountains out of molehills and be like, but I don't know what excites me. Yes, you do. Start small. It doesn't have to be anything big. It's simply, a cup of tea with your favorite honey. Right? That's exciting. It can be listening to one of your favorite Abraham Hicks clips. It can be picking up the phone and calling someone just to hear their voice. Allow yourself to create a list of those things that excite you. And in my realm, what we call that is our giver's list. This giver's list is the list of things that raise your vibration. They give you good feeling energy. They give you excitement from within yourself. Because that's something that you can look at and say, ooh, I want to do that. I want to experience that. Because I understand how, again, the anger can stem from, especially these last 3 years of all the lies and the nonsense that's been happening in this world, on this world stage, right? And how so many of our dreams were shattered because of these lies. So I very much can understand this anger, Goddess, that you may feel as though it was your turn and instead it wasn't. It wasn't. And you keep feeling as though you keep having to fight every step of the way, and that just feeds the anger. But rather than realizing, or rather than thinking that you need to fight for everything, maybe it's that the fight that you're fighting isn't a fight at all. Certainly not with something outside of yourself, but rather it's the resistance within yourself because you're so afraid to let go of something that is perceivably protecting you. But really all it's doing is keeping you from being excited because you're afraid to be excited because you've been so excited before and all those dreams got shattered. So perhaps it's time that you stop avoiding this truth that you are being asked to see within yourself about how you and only you are disallowing yourself from that which excites you, that which lights you up. Oof. Oh, wow. And that's it. We are in that space of these karmic cycles, right? These cycles of repeating the anger, of repeating your trauma, of repeating these stories that are keeping you from what you desire. Especially in the twin flame arena, right? These stories that you have to hold on to your counterpart. But do you feel good? Does it feel good to watch your divine masculine off living his life or being in his trauma while you're choosing to stay in it too because you just can't let go. And so you're angry with him for not doing his work, yet I assure you, Goddess, and I am that one that's going to tell you things you don't want to hear. You need to let go of him. Because he will never nor could ever choose you if you don't choose you. Choose your joy. Choose your happiness. Choose your healing. Choose your passion, your excitement. It's time to let go so you can be breaking free. I really am feeling a definite power of surrender card for today, because we've got to be breaking free. Wow, we have a whole lot that just jumped out of this deck. Oh my goodness. And let's take them. Boom. Surrender to play. Again, I can clearly see how easy it is to fall into that space of going, but I gotta work. When my pretty kitty girl, she's like, Mama, let's play. She is just all about playing now. And she will play hide and seek with me, and she wants to just play. But who's the one that so often says, no, Mommy's got to go work? Does that sound familiar, Goddess? Where whatever is going on in your world that's calling to you to play, come take a break, come get off the treadmill, because you are putting the resistance in your path. You're the one that's making it so heavy, such a challenge by not allowing yourself to have fun. The only one who can is you. You're the only one who can allow yourself to have fun. So stop resisting the play and surrender this fear of change. Wow, the letting go of the story and the anger that has been protecting you. Your inner child is calling to you now, Goddess. That part of you that once believed in boundless dreams and was excited for the unknown, knew that there was magic in that. That change was vital. And though you may not have understood it as a child, you were fully embracing of it. So it's time to again remind yourself, come back home to yourself, that in order, excuse me, allergies, come back to yourself, that in order to really move forward with where you are right now and to break these cycles and to reach this success that you have been working so hard to get to, you've got to define first and foremost what that success looks like. Because if you're holding on to these old stories of your past and you're angry that things aren't working out and you're not taking this time to disconnect from all of these things that are stimulating you and keeping you in these cycles, right? Then how are you ever going to reach this if you don't know what success actually is for you? So that would be prompt number 3, right? What is success to me? What does success actually look like to me? Success could be that you're content with your life, that you're proud of everything that you've endured and overcome. It doesn't have to be fancy cars and mansions and vacations. Success can simply mean that I finally accept all the amazing of me, all my divinity. So define what that looks like. and open yourself up. Just as meditation is you receiving guidance from the universe, whereas prayer is you asking for it, right? Prayer is you opening yourself up to say, I have been in my ego working overtime to control the things that I don't have any control over. So now I am choosing to surrender this and all which I do not have control over, and I am surrendering to the changes that must take place in order for me to get to this space of success, space of feeling success, of embodying success. Because when it comes to manifesting anything, Goddess, you have to let go of what it is you desire and allow the universe to do its part. That very much was what we were focused on last week, of course, with the gratitude and forgiveness. And again, it's about getting out of your own way. And this will remain a continued message and theme in these readings, because the ego's ultimate desire is to control everything. But it can't. It can't. Yet the more you try to, the more this becomes amplified. The more the anger gets built up. Anger in an unhealthy way, right? The anger that's keeping you from what excites you. The anger that's keeping you in these cycles of self-sabotage and unworthiness and apart from what you desire. Goddess, I know for certain that one of your greatest desires is to just feel happy. To feel happy about your life, to feel happy about your journey, to feel happy about yourself. This is something that must be tended to like a garden and nurtured and cultivated every single day within you. All right? With that, we are going to actually pull us out an angel number from the bag. So exciting. I don't remember the last time I've actually pulled a number random from the bag. And our magic number is 123. We're taking it step by step, baby. 1, 2, 3. And that's what's happening here, bringing us back to sanctuary. Because the answers, the solutions, that which you are desiring for clarity, to show you the way, that which you desire to be experiencing, all of that must begin within you. That happiness, again, can only be cultivated within you. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. What else can it be? Clarify and focus in on who and what you desire. Ooh, time to simplify. Unbusy yourself. Too many things drain your energy. This is the point of the sanctuary. And when we are putting too much on our plates, when we are expecting way too much of ourselves and we're not giving ourselves this time, this downtime, because cycles are very much applicable to you as a being. You're going to have your own cycles where for a period you're going to be high energy and you're going to be ready. You're going to have the inspiration and motivation and clarity and you're going to be full bore ahead. But then there are going to be times when it's time for this sanctuary. It's time to rest and replenish and restore yourself and gain greater clarity for your next phase in this journey. But we must break these detrimental cycles that we've been in order to move to the next phase. Take it step by step. Surrender to the turbulence and change in life. That is as well number 1, 2, 3. It's time to up-level and elevate your life. But in order to do that, you must release that which is weighing you down. And anger that is toxic, because there's righteous anger and there's toxic anger. And again, that's why we're definitely diving into this right now, is to clarify what within you is righteous anger and what within you is toxic anger. And it's cleaning things up. That's where we are for this winter months of hibernation space. Ooh, and there we are. Clean up your love life. Delete and shift negative thoughts, beliefs, feelings to align with what you desire. So it's not going to be just cleaning up your love life, because it's realizing that love, true love, can only begin within, from where it expands outward to envelop, encompass, and embrace those around us. That means, Goddess, that true, unconditional, divine source love must begin within you and with you, to be cultivated of you, by you, and for you. Because how you truly love yourself is how you truly love others. Again, true love must begin within. It begins with you. So clean up your love life. All right? Clean up that life, that facet of your life of love wherein you're not allowing yourself to receive the love. You're not truly, genuinely taking care of yourself. You're not really loving on yourself. Instead, you're stuck in these cycles in fear of the changes that are currently underway, and they have to take place. In order for you to get to what you desire, you have to clean up the things that are in your way. It's kind of like, well, it's very much like when you move, or when you're getting a new furniture, or you're remodeling, something like that, right? That you cannot leave the old furniture, the old flooring. You cannot leave that stuff there. It's in the way. It's in the way. And so right now we are being called to really recognize for ourselves the things that we are keeping in the way of what it is that we desire. So that happiness, that joy, that passion that you desire in correlation to any material, physical vision that you have. It's again looking at what's underlying that, what is blocking that. So you can, in your surrender to prayer, ask Source, ask the universe, ask your angels, your guides, to show you what you may be unable to see, and then let them show you. That is the key. So with that, I am feeling called to remind you that I am here to support you, dear sweet goddess. I still definitely have 30-minute video coaching sessions available, as well as my emailed for that deeper dive journaling for you to really break through what's in you. My challenge clarity coaching experiences emailed, and I have some exciting things coming with that very, very soon. But I'm here to serve and support you, dear goddess, with cards, without cards. The bottom line is, as a self-love empowerment coach, it is about looking for where your power is, taking it back, and pivoting over to where you are moving forward and breaking out of that which has been keeping you stuck. And that is something that I love to do, and I'm damn good at it, I have to say. And I am here for you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and know that when you comment, you definitely help out any and every creator that you comment on their videos, and you help to spread the message around to those who may need to hear it too. just like you. So with that, dear Goddess, I remind you that the power, it is in your hands. Because that power has always, always been inside you. Namaste.